Well, hello everyone. Today we are doing banana bread and waste not, want not. So here's my bananas. This is how you want to make banana bread. It's when they start getting like that. And I'm going to need 3 bananas for that. Let me set that aside. Now these I'm going to put into a Ziploc bag and put them into the freezer. And how I do that is I peel them, and you don't even have to peel them. I like to peel them and have them ready to go for smoothies or even more banana bread. They usually don't last long. If you're going to have them in there a while, I would probably keep them in the peeling and then try to get them out later. Okay, so here we go with that, and I even cut 2 of them with the peeling still on, just so you can see. Well, we'll take the sticker off. Where's the other one? Right there. So then when it's frozen, you'll just peel that. So you can do it either way. Get most of the air out. And then kind of lay it out flat in the freezer and let it freeze, and then you can get out what you need. So now, with those ripe bananas, we're going to make banana bread. And with the 3 bananas that we have, see how soft and squishy they are? You can kind of move them around like that a little bit in the peeling before you peel it, and that'll help with mashing. See, there we go. Then we're just going to start mashing. You can, I usually always just use a fork, but you can, I guess you probably could use like a potato masher, or maybe even a blender. I've just always done a fork. All right, now we need a half a cup of melted butter, which is 1 stick. And 1 1/4 cups of sugar. And we'll mix this in. You'll see how people make this all different ways. Some people at this point will go and add the flour, but I add the flour last because I think I can get everything incorporated better and mixed in. So now I need a teaspoon of vanilla. Let's see, I grabbed a half a teaspoon, so we're going to go with that. I forget how this thing works. Hold on. See, it's got that little thing in there. I'm just going to take it out and leave it. All right, so there's my vanilla extract. Next, you'll need like 3/4 cup of milk or buttermilk, and I'm using buttermilk. And you're going to need 2 eggs. Just mix all of it up and around. how quickly this comes together. It's really simple and easy. All right, now we need some mixed nuts. Usually you can do pecan or walnuts. Most time people prefer pecans. I have chopped walnuts today. And the recipe calls for a cup. And I don't usually do that because nuts are expensive. So I just eyeball some in. And if you don't like nuts, leave it out. Because they are expensive. Especially this year. Like, you know how everything price-wise has gone up. I don't always even put nuts in my banana bread. But, you know, for today, I'm putting nuts in. All right, so now you will need 2 cups of flour. Let me get that and I'll be back. All right, so I've got 1 cup of flour already here, and I'm going to get that worked in a little bit before I add the other. Now I'm using self-rising flour. You can use all-purpose. You will just need to add the baking soda, baking powder, and some salt. All right, let me get the pan. All right, so I've sprayed my pan and I've sprayed it heavily. And I already have my oven heating to 350. All right. Let's pop it in the oven. Okay guys, so I ended up baking this today for 1 hour and 15 minutes. You bake it until when you insert a toothpick or a knife in the middle, which looks like part of mine stuck. That's fine. When you stick it in the middle, it comes out clean. And I like to let it sit for 5 minutes. Then which I didn't actually set a timer on it. I forgot to do that. And that could have been why it kind of stuck to the bottom. And you can also grease and flour the baking pan first. So wrap it up in parchment paper. Sorry, I did that off camera a little bit. I didn't realize that. And then you can wrap plastic wrap or aluminum foil over it at this point. So I like to put it into a Ziploc bag. This is key to keeping in the freshness. I mean the moistness. Well, freshness too. But this is what makes it moist. While it's still hot after you've let it set for 5 minutes, just wrap it up and do this with it and let it set the rest of the way. If you need to eat it right away, like maybe you're making it for breakfast or something like that, then try to do this. Like you can go ahead and just cut it and eat it and then wrap it up and put it in here as quickly as possible. But if you could, at least let it sit in here for maybe 15 minutes before you slice into it. That will also help. And then put it back in here. Now, you got to take into account, usually I would recommend just like bake it for the first hour, then check it, because, and you may even need to do it sooner. Everybody's ovens are different, and your weather is different. It depends, like your humidity and things like that. in the air the day of you doing it can affect the time on it. So what I did was I set mine for an hour and then went and checked it, and it was still moist. It wasn't done inside when I put the toothpick in. So I just added a few minutes along the way until I got to this point. Okay, so I'm going to let this sit here for a while and I'll be back. All right, let's slice into this. Well, I think I'm going to have my husband sharpen my knife. It shouldn't be doing that. All right, can you see? Try this one. Well, it's just got a little weak side here. Just a little thinner slice. I didn't let it cool much. I guess you can still see the steam coming off of it. I have a cup of coffee though, so we're going for it. See, that's another thing is it'll be falling apart on you. It's almost too hot to handle. Let's get these over here. All right. What's the best angle? Can you see that, everyone? I hope you enjoy, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.